You're listening to
92.1
Radyo Tempo.
Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man, sa buong kapuluan, bangon sa bagong sigla, kababayan. Kasama ang social media, powered broadcaster ng bagong mamamayan, tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service. Serving the Republic of the Philippines for more than 75 years. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Sama mas pinalakas at pinalawak, panalong panalo pagkat konektado. Saan mang sulok ng mundo, Pinoy, konektado ka. Saan mang sulok ng mundo, 7,100 islands, one Philippines, one network, PBS. Kakaisang puso at isipan, padama mo, konektado ka. Sabay-sabay nating tahakin ang tamang daan. Makiisa, konektado ka. Saan mang sulok ng mundo, Pinoy, konektado ka. Saan mang sulok ng mundo, 7,100 islands, one Philippines, one network, PBS. Pinoy, konektado ka. PBS. Pinoy, konektado sa PBS.
Balita kag impormasyon.
News and information.
Musika kag kalingawan.
Music and entertainment.
Serbisyo publiko.
Public service.
Igadulong sa inyo sang Radyo Timbuok 92.1 FM. Radyo Timbuok.
Sa tuwas ang kabudlay kag ginaatubang nga problema, ara kita tanan nga nagabuligay. Ano nga budlay kag ginaatubang nga problema, ara kita tanan nga nagabuligay. Ano man ang nabatyagan, ano man ang imo naagyan, hindi malipat, ara lang si Arnold. Handa nga buligan ka, Arnold. Kapag papayat kung ikaw may problema, Arnold. May malasakit siya sa Carliseños, tampadang suporta. Arnold Bitita, Arnold Bitita, may pagpalangga, public servants ang banwa. Arnold Bitita, Arnold Bitita, o Carliseños, kamo ang number one.
Serving the Republic of the Philippines for more than 75 years. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
With the guidance and support of our beloved President, we will build a bagong Pilipinas that is strong, resilient, and prosperous. A Philippines where every Filipino can dream and achieve their full potential. Sa ngalan ng mga mamamayan ng lalawigan ng Lanao del Norte, nais ko pong ipaabot ang taos-pusong pasasalamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo, His Excellency President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Mr. President, maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang suporta. Ipinagmamalaki po kong sasabihin na sa inyong administrasyon, ang Lanao del Norte ay isa sa mga laging unang nakikinabang sa mga programa at proyekto ng ating pambansang pamahalaan. My heartfelt thank you to NEDA for their unwavering support and dedication in advocating with the DPWH to secure the necessary funding of this project. And I would like to commend also the former governor, tinatawag ko po itong pandemic RDC chairman. Dahil po, during the pandemic, he was then the RDC chair at kinukulit ko po sila ni RDC chair Philip. I hope he is with us. I invited him. And NEDA, para po ang ating mga contractors, because of the pandemic, the consultants, the equipments, nahihirapan pong pumasok at nahihirapan pong mag-umpisa. Kaya ito po ngayon, as the RDC chairman of the Region 10, during the height of the COVID-19, Governor Philip, who was the pandemic chair then of Region 10, strongly endorsed the PBB project to ensure the easy and continued transport of equipment and machinery needed by the contractor. To the Nampuang Kokdong Gongwang joint venture, leading for the way of its progress. My appreciation to DPWH, the government of South Korea, through the Korean Export-Import Bank, and all the government agencies and stakeholders who made the construction of the bridge possible. Maraming salamat po. Congratulations sa ating lahat. God bless you. Mahal na Presidente, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Governor Dimaporo. To also give his message, let us welcome the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to the Philippines, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa.
Morning, Mayong Buntag. His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, and Madam First Lady. In fact, what a pleasant surprise. We have a graceful First Lady. Don't you agree? Honorable Manuel M. Bonoan, Secretary of DPWH, Honorable Gilberto Teodoro, Secretary of National Defense, Honorable Carlito Jr., Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity, Honorable Henry S. Oaminal, Governor of Misamis Occidental, Honorable Imelda Q. Dimapo, Governor Lanao Norte, Mr. Yu, Director General, Korea Export-Import Bank, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to join you today for this historic event. The opening of the Pangilbay Bridge is a powerful symbol of progress and a testament to the enduring partnership between and the Philippines. We are not only opening a bridge to the public, we are witnessing the beginning of new connections that will significantly impact the lives of people and affect communities. During my first visit to Mindanao in March, I was captivated by the region's immense potential. With its vast lands, rich with resources, stunning landscapes, and a hardworking and resilient population ready to harness these gifts. However, the key missing element was connectivity. This bridge, now standing tall over the bay, provides the critical link between the people and resources of Misamis Occidental, Lanao del Norte, and beyond. While it may simply be a piece of infrastructure, it is also a bridge of opportunity, progress, and peace. In his State of the Nation address last July, President Marcos emphasized the importance of connectivity in Mindanao, specifically mentioning the Pangilbay Bridge as one of the two major spans to be opened. That day is today. The completion of this project exemplifies the success of the Build Better More program and demonstrates the government's unwavering commitment to the development of Mindanao. The Pangilbay Bridge promises to transform the region as it cuts travel time between Tangub City and Tubot from over 2 hours to just 7 minutes. It is expected to create a ripple effect, boosting local economies by enabling faster trade, smoother commutes, and stronger connections among communities, families, and friends. Truly an infrastructure triumph, as well as victory for the people. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Let us build bridges rather than barriers." While he spoke of a social unity, the sentiment resonates deeply with the work behind this bridge. Bridges, whether made of steel, concrete, or trust, overcome divides and open pathways to unity and progress. The Pangilbay Bridge stands not only as physical structure, but as a symbol of courage and cooperation, bridging both distance and dreams. Beyond its role in boosting economic growth, this bridge is set to play a pivotal part in advancing the peace process in Mindanao, a critical milestone as the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao elections approach next year. Today's event coincides with another auspicious ceremony in Manila, signing of a memorandum of cooperation among COICA, USAID, and JICA. This is an initiative aimed at improving basic health services in the BAM. Together, they are poised to further enrich the Mindanao peace process. Korea's contribution to this effort is a shining example of its commitment to the humanitarian, development, peace, HDP nexus. In this context, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Secretary Teodoro and Secretary Galvez Jr., who have done an excellent job thereby contributing to the peace process. In a broader scheme of things, today's event represents the lasting partnership between the Philippines and Korea. As we continue to celebrate 75 years of diplomatic relations, this milestone reinforces the shared political will to elevate our cooperation across all sectors. The 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Bridge, funded through our Korea's Economic Development Corporation Fund in the amount of 7.4 billion peso loan agreement, highlights our mutual commitment to sustainable growth and development. In fact, this is the third occasion I have the privilege of traveling together with President Marcos to attend key infrastructure projects in 3 months. In August, I attended with the President the flood control system in Pampanga. In July, there was a 𝐻𝐿 River multipurpose dam project in Iloilo. And last year, I joined the President for the first time in inaugurating the Samar Pacific Coastal Road project. I salute the tireless efforts of President Marcos in driving his administration's Build Better More program toward a more confident future for the Philippines. On our part, these diverse infrastructure cooperation, road, dam, flood control, and now this bridge showcase Korea's humble contributions to the Philippine government's development effort. Building on this landmark achievement, Korean engineers and builders are eager to contribute to other significant projects, including the Pinay-Guimaras-Negros Island bridges and the Bataan-Cavite interlink bridges. Before concluding my remarks, let me share my favorite quote from my days at the United Nations. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This bridge reminds us that persistent accomplishments are made when countries like the Philippines and Korea work together. Once again, my warmest congratulations to the Filipino people on this auspicious undertaking. May the 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Bridge stand as a monument to our 75 years of cooperation and friendship. Thank you. Mabuhay.
Thank you, Ambassador Lee Sang-hwa. At this juncture, may we request Secretary Manuel Bonoan of the Department of Public Works and Highways to present a brief overview of the 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Bridge project.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., our beloved First Lady, Madam Luisa Araneta Marcos, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm honored to share the long and arduous construction journey of 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Bridge, a project that symbolizes collaboration, progress, and connectivity. The conceptualization of 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Bridge started way back, as presented by Governor Rominal, in 1998 with a pre-feasibility study setting the foundation for a transformative infrastructure project that would link the provinces of Lanao del Norte and Misamis Occidental in northern Mindanao. Then in March of 2003, after 5 years, a comprehensive feasibility study was completed and paved the way for informed decision-making, addressing crucial aspects such as engineering requirements, environmental impact, and socio-economic benefits. A year after, in March 2024, a detailed project evaluation drafted that highlighted the potential of the bridge project to facilitate transportation and trade, not only between the provinces of Misamis Occidental and Lanao del Norte, but also the entire northern Mindanao and southern Mindanao. Fast forward, the updated implementation program was established in March 2006, reflecting the government's commitment through DPWH, this dream project a reality. In November 2008, proposed project drew interest from international stakeholders, along with the information memorandum for possible toll road initiative under the partnership in economic governance reform between Philippines and Australia. However, the path to the realization faced obstacles and was ultimately shelved. Then again, for another 5 years, the proposed Panguil Bay Bridge was in limbo until finally in April 2013, a South Korean civil engineering firm, Sambo Engineering, proposed a comprehensive business case study, and this study eventually led to the approval from the National Economic Development Authority Investment Coordinating Committee in November of 2014. And by 2015, the DPWH obtained the NEDA board approval under the Korean financing, reinforcing the commitment to this major project. Project funding was secured with a loan signing in April 2016 between the Philippine government and the Exim Bank of Korea, giving the Department of Public Works and Highways the financial resources needed to move forward. The subsequent years were marked by meticulous planning with multiple approvals and studies, including adjustments to project cost to ensure efficiency and effectiveness. And by 2018, the Department of Public Works and Highways was deep into the procurement phase for the design-build project, with bids evaluated, contracted, signed November 19. Actual work on the design and build of Panguil Bay Bridge began on February 2020, but as the momentum of implementation was gaining ground, it was met with unforeseen constraints that faced construction delays due to the pandemic and also encountered some budgetary constraints at that time. However, in 2022, with the present administration, the present administration's commitment to build better, more, and faster infrastructure development program, and with resolved determination, the construction was pushed through without let-up. The completed Panguil Bay Bridge features a solid foundation with high strength-to-weight ratio of 54 board piles for its 32 piers, 2 abutments, and 2 pylons of main bridge structure that will allow marine vessels to pass underneath. Constructed with a total cost of a little over 8 billion pesos, the project used advanced Korean bridge technology. This included for the 3-meter diameter board piles. Thick permanent steel casings were launched using revolving crane barges and vibro pile hammers. Additionally, 2 land and sea-based batching plants supplied ready-mix concrete for faster project implementation. With a total length of 3,170 meters, the project includes a 360-meter approach road leading to a 1,220-meter approach bridge on the Tangub side, alongside with a 569-meter approach road connecting to a 900-meter approach bridge on the Tubod side. Both approaches were built using pre-stressed concrete box girders through the state-of-the-art incremental launching method technology. At the heart of the project is the Extra Dos main bridge, featuring 320-meter central span, supported by 2 pylons standing 20 meters tall. Each pylon is anchored by 6 cable stays, providing structural support and aesthetic appeal. The main bridge was constructed using free cantilever method. To ensure regular maintenance and structural integrity, 2 observatory bays are positioned on each side of the pylons. The lighting system includes 120 lamps and advanced features to improve visibility and ensure safer nighttime travel. Over the past 4 administrations, we have embarked on this remarkable journey. Today, under the leadership of President Ferdinand R. Marcos, our efforts have successfully led to the completion of this vital infrastructure, which is now ready to unveil. The 2-lane, 2-way Panguil Bay Bridge with 13-meter carriageway width will greatly improve inter-island travel. It will cut the travel time between Osamis and Tangub in Misamis Occidental to Tobod, Lanao del Norte down to just 7 minutes. Previously, it would take about more than 2.5 hours. Mr. President, the realization of Panguil Bay Bridge project was indeed a collaborative effort through your leadership and vision of a bagong Pilipinas. And at this point in time, Mr. President, I just wish to express, in behalf of the Department of Public Works and Highways, to acknowledge everyone involved in making this project a reality. Our partners from the government of Korea and the Korean Export-Import Bank for their funding support, the Korean consultants and contractors, and their local partners for their expertise, the Department of Public Works and Highways Unified Project Management Office for implementing this major project, the local government units of Lanao del Norte and Misamis Occidental, and all those who have one way or the other contributed to what we now see, finally, the Panguil Bay Bridge. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the monitor for a brief preview of Panguil Bay Bridge project.
Across Panguil Bay, a monumental structure is rising. An inter-island bridge that represents a critical turning point in the infrastructure development of northern Mindanao. This is the Panguil Bay Bridge project of the Department of Public Works and Highways. Spanning a total of 3.17 kilometers, the two-lane Panguil Bay Bridge is at present the longest sea-crossing bridge in Mindanao and one of the most significant infrastructure projects in the country. This infrastructure flagship project will establish direct connectivity between Tangub City and Misamis Occidental and the municipality of Tubod in Lanao del Norte. It consists of a cable-stayed main bridge with a central span of 320 lineal meters, a 1,920 lineal meter approach viaduct supported by pre-stressed concrete box girder, and a 929 lineal meter approach road. This state-of-the-art bridge, anchored by two concrete pylons, is designed to withstand the challenging weather and maritime conditions of Panguil Bay. This ensures maximum stability, safety, and durability for the benefit of generations to come. This engineering feat is a multi-billion peso investment with financial support by official development assistance from the Korean Export-Import Bank through the Economic Development Cooperation Fund. At present, travel between Tubod, Lanao del Norte, and Tangub City, Misamis Occidental requires a 2-hour journey via roll-on roll-off ferry service. With the bridge structure, travel time will be reduced to just 7-minute drive, ensuring a more efficient and unhampered access to goods and services, education, and healthcare. Additionally, it will cater to an estimated traffic capacity of 10,000 vehicles daily, enhancing transportation links between northern and central Mindanao and Zamboanga Peninsula. Implemented by the DPWH Unified Project Management Office, Roads Management Cluster 2, the completion of the project is expected to boost trade, tourism, and economic development. Panguil Bay Bridge is poised to be a catalyst for progress, a game changer not only for the people of Misamis Occidental and Lanao del Norte, but for the entire Mindanao. It will strengthen the region's position as a vital economic corridor, supporting the goals of a bagong Pilipinas, where modernized infrastructure fuels growth and improves the lives of Filipinos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Secretary Manong Bunuan, for your briefing and the kind introduction. Please, let's take our seats. The Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa, we are this is becoming more and more often where we are opening new projects. I hope we can not only continue but even accelerate all of that we are doing. The Mindanao Development Authority, Secretary Leo Magno, the Misamis Occidental 1st District Representative Jason Almonte, Misamis 2nd District Representative Sancho Fernando Ando Oaminal, the Lanao del Norte 2nd District Representative Siti Amina de Mapuro. I see. Well, we have heard from the Provincial Governor of Misamis Occidental, Henry Oaminal, and Provincial Governor of Lanao del Norte, Anging de Mapuro. After her speech, sinasabi ko sa kanya, wag mo masyadong binabanggit na Lanao del Norte is very high on the list of priorities. Baka nagtatampo na si Governor Henry Oaminal. Sabi niya, nagseselos na siya sa atin. Tangub City Mayor Ben Canama. Yeah, and a surprise visitor, a pleasant surprise that we all had is the arrival and accompanying me the First Lady Lisa Araneta. My fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, before I continue, I have to also acknowledge the presence here of the representatives of the Exim Bank, the contractors from Korea, the local contractors who have worked together to make this, I can only describe, is a dream come true. Good morning to you all. Let me start by saying, ang tagal na nating inantay nito, di ba? I just said we waited for this such a long time. If I had a peso for every time someone asked me, when will we finish the Panguil Bay Bridge, I would already be able to fund a second bridge by now. But today, the waiting is ended. We are here for the inauguration of the Panguil Bay Bridge project, a day that we have long looked forward to. If we take all the time from the very moment of conception of this bridge until today, it has been 4 decades. And that is why we continuously are commenting on the fact that how happy all of us are to be here today to open this bridge so that it can service both the Misamis Occidental side and the Lanao del Norte side, and the advantages that it will bring. Years of planning, months of hard work, countless hurdles, and now we stand before the realization of one of the infrastructure flagship projects of this administration. Costing more than 8 billion pesos, this 3.2-kilometer project is now the longest water-spanning bridge in Mindanao. The bridge connects 2 provinces. More importantly, we all know that the increased economic activity is going to be a very important development building block for both the provinces and for the entire island of Mindanao. But more than just a physical bridge, we are connecting the dreams and aspirations of the people of Lanao del Norte and of Misamis Occidental. For far too long, our brothers and sisters here have had to deal with over 2-hour commutes across the bay. Ang layo nang iikutin bago makarating dito sa Tangub, dito sa kabila. It has always taken a very long time. Now, those 2 hours can be spent on work or on simply living their lives. With this bridge, what once took 2 hours will now take 7 minutes and will benefit 10,000 travelers a day. I heard the story of architect Romeo Cuisio, a proud resident of Tubod, Lanao del Norte. He grew up hearing about a bridge that would one day connect the town of Tangub, Misamis Occidental. And for years, it was just a dream, something people would talk about, but we never finally saw. In the past, he imagined how life would change if that bridge would come to reality. And now he is a witness to his dream, this dream of all of us being fulfilled. It is undeniable that this journey has not been easy. From the 1998 pre-feasibility study conducted on the bridge to the moment that we broke ground in 2018, this bridge encountered very many challenges. When the pandemic hit, the DPWH had to pause and had to recalibrate and revisit about and create techniques and strategies on how they could move forward with this project. And just when they thought that there was a way to continue the construction of the bridge, funding issues stopped it again and slowed it down again. Pero hindi tayo nagpapatinag ng basta-basta. We do not get intimidated or discouraged by obstacles that are put in our way. We worked harder, pushed harder, never lost sight of why we are building this bridge. And while we are celebrating this monumental achievement, I would like to highlight the ripple effect it will have on local businesses. Take, for instance, the story of a remarkable local entrepreneur that we encountered recently. This inspiring woman, Ms. Erlinda Mojica, runs a small business dedicated to providing fresh produce to her community. Before, when the barge closed at night, there was no choice but to take the long route around the bay, wasting a great deal of time. Now, they can transport their goods whenever they need, no time lost, according to their own schedules. Imagine the frustration. Fresh produce ready to go. But her dreams were held hostage by prolonged delays. With the opening of the bridge, she expressed her excitement, saying that her goods would now reach the market in minutes ahead of hours, alleviating her worries about spoilage and missed sales. Yung mga saging hindi na magiging ketchup. The bridge is a gateway to a world where distance no longer limits our dreams, where aspirations can take flight, and where the ambitions of entrepreneurs fuel growth and prosperity. This achievement reflects our collective strength and manifests our continuing determination. And to that end, I want to acknowledge our partners in the Korean government and the Korean Exim Bank. Thank you very much. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in turning this dream into reality. And before, lest anyone think that the projects between the Republic of Korea, the Economic Development Cooperation Fund, and through the Exim Bank of Korea, that this is this is an isolated project. I would just like to show everyone how many EDCF projects are ongoing in the Philippines. There are 21 ongoing projects and 2 upcoming projects. And some of these are the biggest projects, and that is how involved and how much the Economic Development Cooperation Fund of Korea has been part of all our development programs and all our aspirations for making our people live in a much safer, much more efficient, and much more healthful lifestyle. To the DPWH, Secretary Manny Bonuan, and all the people who committed to the completion of the Panguil Bay Bridge project, your efforts are self-explanatory whenever we will cross this bridge or even see a picture of this bridge. You have shown once again that perseverance pays off. As we celebrate this feat, let us remember that the Panguil Bay Bridge is indeed the foundation on which we can build more bridges. Bridges that connect not just places, but connects opportunities and communities. Let us make this success a launchpad for further development to ensure that this project opens new doors to progress and prosperity. Hindi po tayo nagtatapos dito sa ating pag-uusap ngayong araw na ito. It is just the beginning. We are building a bagong Pilipinas, one where every Filipino, no matter how far, no matter how remote, is somehow connected. Together, we will welcome the dawn of a future where every dream has the wings to soar. Every entrepreneur has a path to success, and every child can aspire to greatness without the burden of travel and long distances. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan ug mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. May we also call on stage the First Lady and DPWA Secretary Bonoan to join the President. For the first set, may we call the DPWH officials and personnel. To our partners from the Republic of Korea, please stand by and prepare. Thank you, and please exit to your left. May we remind all of our members here in front to kindly settle down. Next, may we call on stage our partners from the Republic of Korea. Local government officials of Misamis Occidental, please stand by. Thank you, and please exit to your left. Next, may we call Governor Henry O. Mabenal Sr. and government officials of Misamis Occidental. Local government officials of Lanao del Norte, please stand by. Thank you. Again, please exit to your left. Next, may we call on Governor Imelda Di Maporo and local government officials of Lanao del Norte. Thank you. And please exit to your left. Once again, thank you very much, and please exit to your left. And finally, may we request the President and the First Lady to kindly grant us a photo opportunity downstage with all the attendees. May we encourage everyone to kindly stand for the group photo opportunity. We are encouraging everyone here in front to compress. Thank you, everyone. That concludes our program. Once again, thank you very much, Mr. President and the First Lady, for gracing this momentous event. We are very grateful for your presence as we celebrate together the reality.
kag impormasyon,
News and information.
musika kag kalingawan,
Music and entertainment.
serbisyo publiko.
Public service.
Igadulong sa inyo sang Radyo Timbuok 92.1 FM. Radyo Timbuok.
Masabad nga allergy? Mag-DCX4. Mataas nga blood sugar? Mag-DCX4. May high blood ka bala? Mag-DCX4. May vitamin D3, xanthone, non-acidic vitamin C, kag zinc sa isa ka kapsula. DCX4 with zinc. Bakal na sa mga butika. Oh yeah! Wow! Daw kondisyon ka subong luhaw? Ayo, siyempre apo Kay tungod sa DCX4, na-control ko na ang sugar ko. Amo na yalo, hambalan kagit mo DCX4 capsule. Mas epektibo.
DCX4 capsule. May vitamin D3, xanthone, non-acidic vitamin C, kag zinc sa isa ka kapsula. DCX4 capsule. Bakal na sa mga butika.
Sa minatuod lang nga nagpa-doktor ako kaya nga akong dariyo masakit gidya. Tapos bangilo ini na akong isa ka batiis hasta sa akong balikawang.
May UTI ka
Oo.
Ay sumugay ga take ikaw sang DCX4. Ano ang imo nabatyag subong?
Ay nagayo gidya balad ako gidya akong magpasalamat sinisan DCX4. Nagayo gidya akong palamin mo.
Ay subong manang
DCX4 capsule. Mas epektibo. Bakal na sa mga butika.
Ginakapoy ka na bala sa pagpangita sang priska nga seafood products? Bisitahe ang 𝐊𝐀𝐇𝐀 Seafoods product. May ara sila mga matambo kag priska nga mga scallops, crabs, lobsters, prawns kag tanan nga klase sang isda. Hindi na magduha-duha pa. Bisitahe na ang 𝐊𝐀𝐇𝐀 Seafoods product na hamtang sa Barangay Bangkal, Carles, Iloilo. Ginapanagiyahan ni Cherry Bitita Villanueva. 𝐊𝐿𝐀𝐀 Seafoods product. For more details and orders, mag-contact sa numero nga 0907-855-5656. 𝐊𝐀𝐀 Seafoods product para sa good quality and rest assured fresh seafood products. 𝐊𝐀𝐀 Seafoods product. Manamit kag preska pa.
Looking for delightful and restful beach resort in Carles? Check this out. New Beachhead Resort. New Beachhead Resort. Enjoy comforting amenities and convenient accommodations while you stay in their rooms and cottages. Their spacious pavilion is open for all kinds of celebration like birthday parties, baptism, weddings, family reunions, and many more. They also serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, open at 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You may also enjoy swimming at their pool, opens at a.m. to 5 p.m. for walk-in guests. No entrance fee. For reservations, you may contact 0917-146-2190 or 0917-724-9907 and 0919-7322455. New Beachhead Resort, located at Barangay Brasbos, Carles, Iloilo, owned and managed by Natalie Arevalo. New Beachhead Resort, the coolest beach resort in town.
Radyo Timbuok.
Serving the Republic of the Philippines for more than 75 years. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service. Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man sa buong kapuluan. Bangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan. Kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Kung may madadagdag po na lugar na uulanin outside the storm area or area na masasakupan ng bagyo, ay immediately inform po natin sila. And then rest assured na patuloy din naman po yung coordination natin with other government agencies na partner natin sa disaster preparedness and mitigation, lalong-lalo na pag ganitong may mga bagyo. Para po just in case magkaroon ng pagbabago sa forecast track natin, sa expected rainfall natin, sa mga lugar na ulanin, ay ma-inform po kaagad natin up to the local level.
May next question lang po. Ito po bang pag naging severe itong si Julian, ang magiging posible po bang katulad like Karina?
Gaya nga po na nabanggit ko, iba kasi yung magiging movement ni Julian kumpara kay Karina. Si Karina po, ang naging movement ay halos nagsimula po dito sa area na adjacent sa eastern side ng Southern Luzon and then kumilos pa Hilaga. And then yun po, kasagsagan pa po ng buwan ng Habagat, yung duration ni Karina, which is the buwan na July. Ngayon, we're approaching October na po. Ang Habagat usually June to September lamang. Kaya nga po, gaya na nabanggit ko kanina, kung magkakaroon tayo ng Habagat episode, ay hindi na natin inaasahan katulad ng enhancement ni Karina. However, pwede pang magkaroon ng pagbabago sa forecast scenario natin. Kaya po, nabanggit ko rin yung updating natin through our Tropical Cyclone Bulletin at Weather Advisory po every 6 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next na magtatanong si Sir Rafi Bosano ng ABS-CBN.
So sir, just to clarify and to be clear on things, yung nakita nating devastation and disruption caused by Karina and probably during Enteng as well, hindi natin ine-expect yan na makikita this time around pag lumapit na po si Julian.
Sa ngayon yung gravity nakikita natin, maaaring hindi comparable sa Bagat episode na in-induce ni Karina and then the other previous bagyos, no? Pero hindi po tayo dapat maging kampante. That's why we continue to give warnings sa ating mga kababayan. We continue to coordinate with other government agency para gaya nga po na nabanggit ko, kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa forecast scenario ay agad-agad na ma-inform. Hindi lamang ma-inform, kundi magkakaroon ng appropriate action up to the local level.
Right.
Bagamat yun nga, hindi na ganun yung gravity na nakikita natin. Pero iba pa rin po kung maghahanda tayo for the worst case scenario. Mangyari man po hindi, at least handa yung mga kababayan natin.
Tapos pagdating po sa bilang ng mga bagyo, nabanggit po kanina that this is the 6th para sa buwan ng September and 10th overall. So ibig sabihin po ba niyan, mas kumukonti na talaga yung bilang ng ating mga bagyo for the entire year, at least on average? At paano niyo po mailalarawan yung lakas or intensity ng mga bagyong ito compared to our historical data po?
Well, kung titingnan natin, no? Actually, yung most destructive at saka yung mga tumatawid na bagyo sa ating bansa, usually nangyayari po yan during the last quarter of the year. Yes. And then, hindi po actually kumonte, no? Actually, kung kukumpara natin sa forecast natin na for the month of September, mas marami po tayo na monitor na bagyo ngayon. And then, may mga panahon na, for example, during the La Nina years, may mga pagkakataon na nagkakaroon tayo ng more than the number of normal tropical cyclones na nakakapekto or na monitor natin dito sa ating bansa. So may tendency na sa mga susunod na buwan or quarter, even up to the following year, posible pa po tayong makaranas ng mas maraming bagyo. And dapat we have to remind our kababayan also na the last quarter, karaniwan tumatawid ng ating bansa at more destructive than the rest of the year. So dapat paghandaan po natin mga ganun senaryo.
How many more typhoons are we forecasting, sir, until the end of the year at least?
For the month of October, kundi po tayo nagkamit 2 to 3 ang ating forecast na bilang ng bagyo. And then mas konti for the month of November and December. However, posible nga mas malakas sa mga bagyo during the last quarter, climatologically speaking din po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Chris. Sige po. Ahead.
Sir, may threat ba sa Magat Dam yung ulang dala nitong Bagyong Julian?
Okay, thank you. Si Sir Ed po ang sasagot.
Sa ngayon, estimated rainfall to reach the normal high, yung 190 is 30 millimeters. Medyo maliit na numero yon. So, pag nagkaroon tayo ng pag-ulan, dyan sa Magat, baka mag-open sila. Baka mag-open sila, no? Kasi, pero, para ibabalanse lang nila yung hanggat sa, kung makakaranas sila ng malakas na pag-ulan, dun talaga magkakaroon tayo ng malaking, magkakaroon tayo ng threat ang flooding. Pero sa ngayon, katulad ng mga nagdaang bagyo, na hindi naman siya nakapagpabaha dun sa area ng Magat River.
And so tama, no? Kung sakaling magbukas, precautionary, yung nakikita niyo posible.
Tama.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Sir Ed, and thank you, Ma'am Mary. Si Sir Glenn.
It suffice to say na hindi maapektuhan directly ang Metro Manila at Central Luzon itong bagyong to.
Well, gaya nga po ng nabanggit natin kanina, kung magbabase natin yung forecast track, we're not ruling out the possibility na kung magkaroon man ng habagat ay hindi na kasing intense as compared with the time of Karina, no? Dahil halos nasa katapusan na po ng season ng habagat, usually from June to September. Pero, yun nga, ang binabanggit ko rin, maging handa pa rin at mag-monitor sa update sapagkat kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa forecast scenario, mag-update po tayo sa ating tropical cyclone bulletin, sa weather advisory, and sa ating mga localized rainfall at saka thunderstorm advisory sa mga darating na araw. Ang magpapabago po, just in case na maging westward ang pagkilos nitong bagyo, we're not ruling out the possibility kasi kung magiging westward siya, mas mabababad po itong western section ng Luzon sa possible na habagat episode. Pero kung magpapatuloy po ito sa forecast scenario natin, likely, posibleng western section lamang ng northern central Luzon. So, yun po, isa pang scenario na we're not ruling out. No? Makikita natin yung area probability, yung forecast ng center natin, ito, yung area probability nagpapakita na beyond the center track, pwede pa lang maging actual na pagkilos ng bagyo during the forecast period ay more to the west, maging westward, or northwest, ganun po yung interpretation natin area probability. So, kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago at lumagpas pa sa area probability sa mga susunod na araw, then likely yung ina-anticipate natin na possible last episode ng habagat ay magkakaroon din po ng mga lugar na mas maraming maapektuhan.
Thank you, Sir Chris. Baka may mga katanungan pa po yung ating mga media partners who are present physically dito sa atin right now sa media room. So kung wala na po, hearing none, I suppose ay we can check yung Facebook page po ni DOST Pag-asa. Baka may mga katanungan lang po, no? By the way, we are also being streamed live sa ating official social media accounts ng Facebook and of course sa ating YouTube, no? At tingnan lang po natin kung may mga katanungan po yung ating mga partners, especially yung ating mga stakeholders, no? Before we finally move on dito sa ating press conference. We would like to acknowledge the presence of our partners from the PTV4. Ayan. So mukhang wala namang yatang katanungan dito sa ating official Facebook page. Ayun, meron pong isa. Hindi po nabanggit yung katanungan, pero ito po yung hindi nabanggit yung sino yung nagtanong, pero this is the question. Based sa forecast track na looping, yung movement at ito ay pasubsob, meron ba itong possibility na mas lalo pang bumaba at inaasahan, or is there a chance na magkakaroon ng landfall scenario within Cagayan Valley? So what is the possible reason bakit po bumaba ang track? So thank you. Perhaps Sir Chris can answer.
Bali po kasi sa pagtaya ng Pag-asa, yung current data na available, meron pong anticyclone dito sa West Philippine Sea na nagpe-prevent ng senaryo na kumilos further pakanluran itong bagyong si Julian. So, yun nga, kaya nakapansin natin, although dito sa area probability, we're not ruling out the possibility na kapag natuloy ito, posibleng mag-landfall pa somewhere over the province of Cagayan. Pero at the moment, the presence of an anticyclone dito sa West Philippine Sea, ito po yung isang factor kung kaya't hindi po kumikilos or nagiging mabagal ang pagkilos nitong bagyo palapit ng ating bansa. Kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa senaryo, kung mawawala itong anticyclone dito sa West Philippine Sea, then likely doon mag-start kumilos pakanluran itong bagyo. Kaya we will continue to provide updates nga po, gaya na nabanggit natin, through our Tropical Cyclone Bulletin, issued every 6 hours po.
Yan, thank you Sir Chris. By the way, yung anticyclone po is the same with high pressure area, para hindi lang tayo ma-confuse. Ayan. So, any other questions? Siguro last call for any queries that you may have, dito sa ating mga partners from the media were present physically right now dito sa ating media room. Ayan. So, may mga katanungan po. Sige, Sir Glenn.
Di ba may La Nina pa tayong in-expect? parang, ano yun, paano yun? Pag pahina ang habagat, yung sinasabi mo kanina, papawala na yung habagat. Pero paano naman yung La Nina pumapasok? I mean, paano yun? Malakas na ulan din yun, di ba? Parang ganun.
Bali po yung ina-expect kasi nating La Nina ay last quarter pa of this year. Ngayon, kapag may La Nina tayo, yung surrounding bodies of water natin nagiging favorable for more tropical cyclone development or kahit na mga low pressure area lamang. That's why normally kapag may La Nina tayo, mas marami tayong paulan na ina-expect sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating bansa. Now, ang habagat kasi naapektuhan po or very prevalent lang during the months of July to September. Usually, kapag may bagyo tayo, na sabihin na natin almost the same track as with Karina, pero the latter part of the year na, or even during the early part of the year, mapapansin natin walang habagat enhancement. So seasonal po kasi ang habagat natin. Just as with the amihan na seasonal din po, which starts from November to February, ang habagat natin dominant only sa ating bansa during the months of July or June to September. Kung magkakaroon man mga episodes sa October, yun nga, yung papahina na possibly mga huling bugso na po ng habagat. So kung magkakaroon tayo ng bagyo, pagdating ng November, iba na po yung characteristic nun. Usually, yung mga bagyo, malaki na yung trough or extended na yung trough to the point na maapektuhan yung ilang bahagi nating bansa. Unlike during the habagat period, nandito yung bagyo natin, pero napaka-active ng southwesterly winds dito sa West Philippine Sea to the point na kahit malayo po yung mga bagyo or yung mga lugar sa bagyo, sa kabilang side ng ating bansa, meron tayong mga paulan na dulot ng habagat. So seasonal po ang habagat kasi.
Yan.
Last question.
Si Sir Jun,
Siguro
baka may
just to add dun sa yung epekto naman ng La Nina sa tropical cyclone. So, kung magtutuloy-tuloy itong La Nina na to, at makikita natin end of the year na, yung November, December, nagbabago na yung prevailing wind natin. So, tendency, mas maraming LPA o bagyo na nabubuo malapit sa Philippine Area of Responsibility, ang tendency nun, mas maraming tsansa na maglandfall. So, ito yung dapat siguro paghandaan natin sa ngayon pa lang. Yung possibility na karamihan sa mga tropical cyclones at the end of the year na ay maglalandfall. So, yun po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Sir Chris and Sir
May
Jun.
last
Si
question.
Ma'am Angie po ng Philstar. Ngayon.
May last question lang po ako. Ang pag-asa po ba, hindi po ba nagkukulang sa mga facilities sa pag-announce ng mga weather announces? Kasi nung nakaraang bagyong Hiner po, dito po sa Metro Manila, nag-rely po ang LGU sa pag-asa to cancel yung mga klase ng mga bata. Pero later on po, ang taas po ng araw. Ano po yung reaction niyo dun, sir?
Thank you po sa katanungan. Perhaps our key official, si Engineer Max.
Hindi naman.
Yes, sir.
Marami naman tayong ginagamit ng mga instrumento. Meron tayong satellite, may radar, may mga ground measurement nga tayo, yung mga rain gauge, automatic weather station. Yung kasing pagbibigay ng suspension sa mga klase, hindi po kasi ginagawa ng pag-asa. Ang sa atin lang ay yung pagtaya lang ng panahon, and then yung mga pagbigay po ng suspension sa mga klase ay depende na po sa local government yun. So, Sir Jun, may
Just to add din siguro, meron tayong, yung sa DepEd Order number 37, nakalagay doon kasi, kaya bigla silang nag-suspend. Signal number 1, kapag naka-raise na yung isang lugar, automatic, cancel na lahat ng, from preschool to grade 12, cancel na yan. So, ang nangyari noon, 5 a.m. ng umaga tayo nag-raise ng signal dito sa Metro Manila. So, eventually, it takes couple of minutes bago makarating sa mga schools. Kaya medyo na late ang suspension ng klase. Yun po yung protocol na sinusunod natin ng DepEd. And then isa pa yung EO66 naman na in the absence naman na wala tayong tropical cyclone wind signal na kataas at malakas naman ang ulan at hindi nakapagbigay ng additional warning ang pag-asa, yung discretion na ng mga local chief executives na mag-cancel ng classes tsaka work. Thank you po.
Thank you, Sir Jun. Just a few more questions from Facebook account ni DOSD Pag-asa. From Miss Nelia Hipolito. Di po ba pag malakas ang hangin ay humihina ang bagyo? Yun po yung katanungan. Si Sir Chris, perhaps, can enlighten.
depende po sa panahon. No? Halimbawa, panahon ng amihan, malakas ang amihan natin dito. Ang characteristic ng hangin ng amihan ay bukod sa malamig, dry po, mababang moisture content. So pag panahon ng amihan, prevailing ito, at meron tayong bagyo, ang tendency, humihina po yung mga bagyo. So depende po sa prevailing season. Kapag panahon naman ng habagat, ang hangin po ng habagat, bukod sa mainit, mataas ang moisture content. So nagiging favorable po ito for tropical cyclone development. So seasonal po, depende sa prevailing season. And yung isa pa, yung sinasabi naman natin na aside from that, may lakas ng hangin sa iba't ibang level din ng atmosphere na either pwedeng makapagpalakas or makapagpahina ng bagyo.
Thank you so much, Sir Chris. Meron uling katanungan sa Facebook page ni DOST Pag-asa from Wesley Dion. Katigay Bagayin, may effect po ba itong bagyo sa Isabela daw? Isabela, North Luzon, sir.
Sa ngayon po, wala pong warning signal sa anumang bahagi ng ating bansa. Pero kung babalikan po natin ating presentation, posibleng makaranas ng mga pag-ulan sa lalawigan ng Isabela, moderate to heavy bukas po at sa mga susunod na araw. Kaya nga po, yung payo natin, patuloy na mag-monitor sa Tropical Cyclone Bulletin at saka sa Weather Advisory ng Pag-asa para po malaman nila kung ano yung mga lalawigan na pwedeng direktang maapektuhan, lalong na kung magtataas tayo ng warning signal at kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa pagkilos, ano yung mga lugar na posibleng makaranas ng malalakas sa pag-ulan na pwedeng magdulot nga po ng mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa.
Thank you, sir. From Encio Salva, once again from FB, anong mga municipality ng Cagayan ang tatamaan, sir?
Sa ngayon po, wala pa tayo nung makikita natin, no? Yung dito sa ating forecast track. Ang center nga natin ay offshore sa mga susunod na araw. Kaya nga po, ang payo natin, patuloy na mag-monitor. Kasi sa ngayon, ang nakikita talaga natin senaryo, wala pa pong landfall. Although makikita natin sa area probability, may tinamaan ng area probability. Sa mga susunod na araw, sa susunod na issuance, mag-update po tayo kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago dito. Pero nevertheless, kailangan handa po yung mga kababayan natin, hindi lang sa Cagayan, kundi sa the entire Northern Luzon area sa mga susunod na araw. Kasi po, hindi lamang dapat landfall ang paghandaan. Kung napansin nyo, yung ulan na dulot nito, napakaraming lugar sa Northern Luzon area ang pwedeng maapektuhan sa mga susunod na araw. So, sa mga kababayan po natin sa Northern Luzon, muli po, paalala natin, hindi lamang po dapat landfall ang paghandaan, kundi kahit hindi po yan mag-landfall, yung paulan na dulot nito at yung mga possible na malalakas na hangin, once na nagtaas po tayo ng warning signal, kahit hindi po ito mag-landfall.
Thank you, Sir Chris. And si Sir Rafi, baka may pahabol na tanong?
Para kay Engineer Max lang, sir. Sundan ko lang po yung naging tanong ni ma'am. Pagdating po sa number of stations na nagmo-monitor for more accurate forecasting, sa tingin niyo po ba kailangan nating magdagdag?
Ideally, kailangan talagang marami ang mga istasyon na ating magmumonitor. Kung titingnan, ang problema lang kasi sa atin, yung mga isla natin, or rather ang Pilipinas, ay pulo-pulo. So, mahirap talagang mag-represent yung halimbawa isang istasyon lang doon sa isang isla o sa isang probinsya. Kasi yung mga ulap natin, meron tayong mga maliliit na ulap na pwede nang magpaulan at pwede magpabaha, lalo na yung mga malalakas na pag-ulan. So, kami naman po sa Pag-asa, sa mga ganito pong pagkakataon, minsan iniisip namin na dadagdagan pa natin ang mga monitoring stations na ating ini-establish. Sa katunayan po, meron tayong for 2024, meron tayong 10 synoptic stations na ini-establish sa buong Pilipinas. Ang atin po kasing aim ay yung halos bawat probinsya meron tayong representation ng Pag-asa para masabi natin na namumonitor natin ang buong kapuluan ng Pag-asa. Yun lang po.
Opo. Tapos, huli na lang po, sir. Nito pong nakaraang typhoon, nakausap din po kasi namin yung ibang local governments. Ang nire-request po sana nila ay more frequent forecasts. Ang Pag-asa po ba ay open na magbigay ng mas madalas na forecast para po mapagplanuhan nila whether or not magsususpend sila ng pasok o klase? Thank you po.
Yung suggestion niya, medyo kasi kung dito pa lang sa pag-forecast natin, minsan nagbibigay tayo ng updates, every hour ba tayo nagbibigay ng updates? Every 3 hours. So ngayon, itong mga bulletin natin, atin din yung binibigay. So ano yung sinasabi natin na more frequent? Kung every hour kasi, medyo pagod na siguro yung mga tao kasi marami pong preparasyon na ginagawa po bago ito eh. Una-una, yung mga data na nanggaling sa field, pinapadala po rito. And then, ayun po yung ina-analyze ng grupo kung bago mag-formulate ng forecast. So kung gagawin po natin every hour, bawat oras, mag-analyze, magbibigay ng forecast. So sa preparasyon lang po ng forecast, parang hindi na po kaya siguro ng mga tao. Yun lang po. Sir John? Si Sir John, mas magandang mag-explain ito siya. Kasi sa kanyang division, yun mismo ang nagtatrabaho para doon talaga.
So sa ngayon po may mga pagbabago tayo sa mga nilalabas nating forecast. Nagiging mas madalas na kung ikukumpara natin ng siguro mga 5 to 10 years ago, mas madalas na yung issuance natin ngayon. At naglalabas din tayo ng mga bagong product para mas makapagbigay ng up-to-date information sa general public at sa mga LGU, sa mga DRR offices. So, close coordination po tayo sa mga DRRM officers at sa mga LGU para lalo po natin mapagbuti itong ating serbisyo. Thank you po.
Sige ma'am.
Sa Jenny Mendez po from DWIZ, yung sa pag-ulan po, di ba may interval din na minomonitor yung pag-asa? Kumbaga pinakamatagal is 2 hours. Yung sa bagyo po ba, kapag pumapasok na sa Philippine Area of Responsibility, especially pag nagla-landfall sila, meron ba tayong interval din na minomonitor sa kanila?
Yung nabanggit po kanina, yung pag maglandfall, for example, 24 hours before maglandfall, nagti-3 hourly na. Or kahit hindi sa maglandfall, kahit gigilid lang sa with a certain 100 kilometer from the coast, nag-3 hourly issuance na. Pero other than that, kung papasok pa lang siya sa ating Philippine Area of Responsibility, 6 hourly ang ating update. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir June. Yan. So, pasadaan lang po natin uli yung mga katanungan sa Facebook page ng DOST Pag-asa. From Espinosa, Colibar, Altamarino, Romel. Tanong lang po, malayo po ba sa South Quezon Province ang bagyo? Hindi ba maapektuhan? So, Sir Chris, yeah. Last year.
So ngayon po, napakalayo talaga. Kasi kung titingnan nga natin, ay kanina sa, hindi ako nagkakamali, 525 kilometers ang layo sa eastern, ito po, yung location. Ito po ang Quezon area, ito po yung bagyo. 525 east of 8 Batanes. Pero pinakita nga natin sa forecast track kanina na may tendency na from the current location, kumilos ito ng Moron pa Timog Kanluran. Pag ganito, yung kaulapan nito, maaring masakop na yung, hindi lamang yung buong Quezon, no? Kundi ilang bahagi ng Central Zone, and we're not ruling out, ilang bahagi rin ng Bicol Region. That's why yung updating po natin every 6 hours. At kung mas lalapit ba ito sa kalupaan nating bansa, kung magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa pagkilos, kung maglalandfall talaga, gaya nga na nabanggit ni Sir John kanina, magiging madalas po yung issuance natin. Pero at the moment, napakalayo pa po ng bagyo. Ito yung tinatayang sentro ng bagyo. Ito po ang Quezon area. Pero kung titingnan nga natin sa mga susunod na araw, bagamat malayo, ay may posibilidad na itong mga lugar na nabanggit natin, makita natin, no, halos Isabela, posibleng makaranas ng mga pag-ulan na rin na dala ng bagyo. No? Pero kung magpapatuloy yung pagbabago, yung pagkilos ng Patimog Kanluran, magkaroon ng pagbabago sa track, we're not ruling out the possibility, gaya ng binanggit natin kanina, madadagdagan pa yung mga lugar na pwedeng makaranas ng mga pag-ulan na dala ng bagyong si Julian.
Thank you, sir. Another question. Possible na mag-iba daw ba ng track si Julian at mag-landfall from Virgel Valencia, also from Facebook?
I think yun nga po, nasagot na ito nung forecast track natin. Pero to answer the question, ito yung current forecast track natin. We're not expecting any landfall scenario. However, yung area of probability nagpapakita na we're not ruling out the possibility na magkaroon ng pagkilos palapit dito sa may bandang lalawigan ng Cagayan. Pangalawa, binanggit ko rin kanina, kung magkaroon ng pagbabago, kung may anticyclone sa West Philippine Sea, baka maging pakanluran pagkilos dito sa mga susunod na araw. That is why any changes sa intensity, movement, direction nito, i-provide po natin through our Tropical Cyclone Bulletin Kit tutukan po yung mga updates na manggagaling sa pag-asa, hindi nga sa naturang bagyo.
Thank you. Last question na po siguro to for the interest of time from Mr. Ronald Joneda. May possibility po ba na papasok yung dalawang weather disturbance outside ng PAR, papasok ng Philippine Area of Responsibility?
May isa po tayo minomonitor, no, yung tropical depression outside the PAR, and we're not expecting that one to enter the PAR in the next 3 to 5 days. Pero continuous monitoring din po tayo. Sa ngayon, ang concentration ng monitoring natin and issuance of Tropical Cyclone Bulletin, itong nasa loob po ng PAR at malapit sa kalupaan ng ating bansa. So yung monitoring natin ng Tropical Depression outside the PAR, makikita nyo po yung ating infographics being posted every 6 hours sa ating official social media account po, sa ating official Facebook account.
Thank you, Sir Chris. At yan po yung ating mga naging katugunan dun sa mga questions. By the way, kung may mga questions pa po kayong pahabol, ay we are in constant monitoring dito sa ating official Facebook page ng DOST Pag-asa at sisikapin po natin na matugunan karamihan kundi man lahat ng inyong mga magiging katanungan, no, as we go on. At ngayon po ay dumako na tayo sa ating huling bahagi ng ating pulong balitaan, and to cap off our press conference this morning, I would like to invite one of our key officials, si Engineer Juanito Galang, for the closing remarks.
So magandang tanghali po sa lahat at maraming salamat po sa mga nag-join sa press con sa Tropical Depression Julian kahit na very short notice. So kanina po nakapagbigay tayo ng update para sa mga lugar na maaari maapektuhan ng Tropical Depression Julian. Pero gaya po ng dati, ang safety po at ang preparedness ng ating mga kababayan ang nananatili pa ring top priority po natin. Nagpapasalamat din po ako sa mga dedicated team ng Pag-asa na closely monitoring itong weather disturbance hanggang maging isang ganap na bagyo. And then, ipinakita po natin kanina yung mga lugar na maaari maapektuhan. Ito po ay para maabisuhan ng ating mga local government units at general public para makasigurado tayo na magiging safe po ang lahat. At paalala lang po, sa ngayon ay patuloy pa rin pong nagde-develop itong bagyong si Julian at ini-encourage natin ang lahat na maging stay informed sa pamamagitan ng ating mga official channels for timely updates. So ang cooperation po ng lahat ang kailangan para maging safe ang ating mga kababayan. So again, maraming salamat po sa atensyon at sa commitment na ibinibigay para po makasigurado na ligtas ang lahat. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Engineer Juanito Galang, the Chief of the Weather Division, DOST Pag-asa. And that formally concludes our press conference this morning. Manatili po tayong nakantabay sa mga updates na ilalabas ng Pag-asa sa mga susunod na oras. Muli po, ako po si Bernard, and sa ngalan po ng aking mga kasamaan sa media room, ganyan din po sa ICT, at sa mga bumubuo ng DOST Pag-asa sa pamumuno ng aming Administrator, Dr. Nathaniel Servando, ang aming taus-pusong pasasalamat po sa lahat ng mga nakibahagi, sa ating mga media partners, stakeholders, at marami pa pong iba. At patuloy po tayong magantabay sa mga updates through our Facebook page, DOST Pag-asa website, sa YouTube, at sa marami pang ibang mga accredited channels. Muli po, maraming pong salamat at mag-ingat po tayong lahat.
Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man, sa buong kapuluan, mababangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan, kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Radyo Tempo. Balita kag impormasyon.
News and information.
Musika kag kalingawan.
Music and entertainment.
Serbisyo publiko.
Public service.
Igadulong sa inyo sang Radyo Timbuok 92.1 FM. Radyo Timbuok. Kasimanwa, dali na. Dala ang bilog nga pamilya, kakilala, kagbarkada sa Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Kayara na hamtang sa Simeon Ganson Street, Poblacion Sur, Balasan, Iloilo. Sa likod lamang sang Roman Catholic Church na may contact number 0947-965-7856. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Ang Pagusto Kaon Restaurant nag-offer sa unlimited buffet, short orders, events, catering, children's party. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Good news, kaysa Oktubre 4, 2024, magabalik na ang Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Unlimited buffet at 198 pesos per head. Enjoy 20 plus dishes at Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Makakaon ka na, makapagusto ka pa. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Pagusto Kaon Restaurant. Hey! What's up, people? Gas up na sa Energize Gasoline Station. Located at Barangay Poblacion, Carles, Iloilo. Bukas alas 6 ng aga hasta alas 6 ng hapon. Energize Gasoline Station. Nagutom? Nainitan? It's time to chill. Relax. Chillax. Energize yourself at Energize Cafe. Located at Barangay Poblacion, Carles, Iloilo. Bukas alas 7 ng aga hasta alas 6 ng hapon. Energize Cafe. Kapoy sa trabaho sa bilog na simana. Wala tiyempo manglaba. Hindi magkabala ka. Dala sa Nathan's Laundry Shop. Located at Barangay Barosbos, Carles, Iloilo. Bukas alas 6 ng aga hasta alas 5 ng hapon. Nathan's Laundry Shop. Nathan's Laundry Shop. Initanan, pinapanag-iyahan ni Melchor Toto Melky Roncesvalles na may contact number 0970-782-4082.
Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man, sa buong kapuluan. Bangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan, kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Allowance for loyalty. Ayon umano sa korte, sa paggamit ng dalawang special time allowance for loyalty, si Fortaleza ay nararapat mabigyan ng 4/5 reduction o pagbawas sa sentensya nito na 32 years. Paliwanag ng Bucor na matapos ang pagbabawas ng sentensya, 8 taon na lamang kailangang bunuin ito sa kulungan. Dagdag pa umano ng korte na si Fortaleza ay nakakulong na simula pa noong 2008 dahilan kaya nabuunan nito ang kailangang serbisyo sa kulungan. Lawrence Tanhoco, Radyo Pilipinas.
Radyo Pilipinas Sports.
Sa sports na cycling, Pilipinas muling lalahok sa prestihiyosong Le Tour de Langkawi sa Malaysia matapos ang mahigit 2 dekada. Mula RP2 Sports, narito ang ulat ni Dennis Hilanga.
Pepedal para sa karangalan ng 6 na pinakamahuhusay na siklista sa bansa sa isa sa mga pinakamalaki at pinakamahirap na karera ng International Cycling Union o UCI sa buong Asia. Importante para sa Pilipinas ang Le Tour de Langkawi sa Malaysia dahil ito ang unang beses na sasali ang Pinoy riders makalipas ang 26 years. Sina Ronald Oranza, Marcelo Felipe, John Paul Morales, Junray Navarra, Joshua Pascual at Jude Gabriel Francisco ang bumubuo sa Philippine National Road Team. Hindi biro ang karera dahil makakatapat nila ang 3 UCI World Teams, 7 professional clubs, 9 na continental teams at ang National Road Bikers ng Malaysia at Thailand. Kakarera sila simula sa Linggo, September 29 at susuungin ang hamon sa 8 stage. Matatapos ang bike fest na ito sa October 6 sa bayan ng Bintulu, Malaysia. Ito si Dennis Hilanga para sa Radyo Pilipinas.
Sumainyo ang kabuuan ng Radyo Pilipinas News Nationwide ngayong araw ng Biyernes, September 27, 2024. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga bumubuo ng PBS News Division at Master Control. Sa ngalan ng ating kasamang si Alan Alyanige, ako po si Ched Oliva, ang inyong naging tagapagbalita.
Mga balitang mainit at pinag-uusapan ngayon sa buong bansa. Radyo Pilipinas News Nationwide. Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, Impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man. Sa buong kapuluan. Mababangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan. Kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster. Ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Balita kag impormasyon.
News and information.
Musika kag kalingawan.
Music and entertainment.
Serbisyo publiko.
Public service.
Igadulong sa inyo sang Radyo Timbuok 92.1 FM. Radyo Timbuok. Radyo Timbuok.
Para sa matilong na dugo, DTX 500. Para sa healthy nga tayo, DTX 500. Ang DTX 500 ang may mataas nga antioxidant nga amo naman ang nagatinlo sa imo atay. Basta tinlo ang atay, happy kanunay. DTX 500 masaligan, epektibo. DTX 500. DTX Coffee Mix.
Ako si Rina Permilang hulong akon ulo sang nagtesting man ako DTX Coffee Mix panami gid sang pamatyag nadula na ang hulong sang akon ulo. Salamat gid DTX Coffee Mix.
DTX Coffee Mix. Sa mga butika.
Evergreen Herbal Capsule. FDA approved. Nagalimpyo, nagapabakod kag nagabalanse sa mga sistema sang aton lawas. Ang Evergreen Herbal Capsule gintingob nga puwersa sang pito para sa kayong lawas, kompleto ang benepisyo. Turmeric sa luyot o kontugabang, malunggay o moringa, ampalaya, wheatgrass, barley grass, kag vitamin C. Magtumar sang Evergreen Herbal Capsule adlaw-adlaw. Ang inyo katimbang sa ikayong lawas. Basta produkto ni Doc Hico, sigurado nga epektibo, mabakal sa mga butika.
Likawan ang diabetes, mag-DCX4. Likawan ang cancer, mag-DCX4. Likawan ang heart attack kag stroke, mag-DCX4. May vitamin D3, xanthone, non-acidic vitamin C kag zinc sa isa ka kapsula. DCX4 with zinc. Bakal na sa mga butika. Para sa kumpleto nga proteksyon, batok sa balatian kag bukol-bukol sa imo kalawasan. DCX4 with zinc. May vitamin D3, xanthone, non-acidic vitamin C kag zinc sa isa ka kapsula. Apat lang, sapat na. DCX4 with zinc. Bakal na sa mga butika.
Ang tuhod ko ni, mga more than 2 years ko man siguro nantos. Hindi ko ni makalakad, gada ko ani, hindi sa doktor, arthritis. Wala, gid, tiniliver lang. Tapos dugay-dugay, balik naman ang sakit. Tapos ang balik cost ko ni, tapos dako ni.
Kailan ka bulan ka mo ganit nakatext ang DCX4?
Mag 1 month na.
Manog 1 month?
Oo, tapos dako, gid improvement. Tapos pag magtindugo, why na ko nagkakwag, agoy-agoy, wala na.
DCX4 Capsule. Mas epektibo, bakal na sa mga butika.
Radyo Tempo. Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man. Sa buong kapuluan. Mababangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan. Kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster. Ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat.
Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Of insurgent movements. We have successfully dismantled the key leadership of the former insurgents operating in Misamis Occidental, which have now led to their reintegration into society. Thanks to the DALG and the AFP, we have provided peace, community development, and reintegration programs for those who have returned to the fold of the law. From 2021 to 2023, 51 barangays were identified as recipients of the Barangay Development Program, what we call BDPs, a very integral and important part of our peace efforts. As of September this year, 46 of those projects have been completed, 17 are now ongoing implementation. 44 of these projects are farm-to-market roads, 2 involve the construction and development of roads and bridges, 9 projects focus on water supply systems, and on the other hand, the remaining 8 projects are health stations, rural electrification, and the rehabilitation of schools. This strong collaboration among the national and local governments, the military, the police, and the community has allowed us to transform what was once a conflict-affected area into now a peaceful community. This transformation is evident in places like Ayohoy, like Tangub City, which has now evolved into a symbol of progress. In fact, one of the main tourism projects of the local government, the Ascenso Global Gardens, is situated in Hoyohoy. This is a tangible outcome of what our collective efforts towards peace and development can do. This demonstrates that peace brings more opportunities for growth, investment, and social services for future generations. Earlier today, we inaugurated the longest water-spanning bridge in Mindanao, the Panguil Bay Bridge. It will, of course, facilitate connectivity with Lanao del Norte. But more than that, this project is for Misamisnons. The experience of Misamis Occidental speaks volumes about the importance of addressing the root causes of insurgency. Peace will neither be attainable or sustainable without accompanying development. And these things work hand in hand. Hindi natin maitapos ang Panguil Bay Bridge na napaka-importante kung hindi mapayapa ang kanilang pinupuntahan. Kung hindi mapayapa at makapasok ang ating mga construction para mabuo itong napaka-importante na tulay na aming in-inaugurate at binuksan kanina. This is why the aggressive implementation of socio-economic intervention by bringing investments in education, health, infrastructure, livelihood, help prevent the recurrence of conflict here in Misamis Occidental. It is our hope that through this administration's programs and projects, we will sustain the stability, the peace, and the progress in the home of all of those from Misamis Occidental. However, as we celebrate today's gains, we cannot rest here. We must remain vigilant against the emerging threats that undermine these hard-won gains. I ask the local government units of Misamis Occidental to intensify collaboration with various government agencies, partners, and other stakeholders to thwart any posturing or coming back that terrorist groups or any of their financiers or supporters may still be contemplating. Let us harness the power of peace to uplift the province, this region, and this nation to unparalleled heights. Let Misamis Occidental stand as a shining example of what can be achieved when we work for the greater good together. With us perpetuating the peace efforts that we made here, I know that soon we will be able to declare the entire country, the entire republic as insurgency-free. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay ang Misamis Occidental, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Sharif?
Yes po.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Bago lang ibinahagi ng ating Pangulong kanyang talumpati, pinaka-importante ang ating mga kapayapaan na hindi lamang ito nagagawa ng isang tao, kundi ito ay collaborative effort po. At lahat ng mga civilian, government at mga beneficiaries, sila po ang pinakabahalagang bisita para sa araw na ito, ayon sa Pangulo. Ayan, nabanggit din ho ng ating Pangulo kanina na binaliktanaw niya sa kanyang nakaraang zona ay idiniin niya na para supuin ang conflict mula dito sa lalawigan. Ayan, ibinahagi rin ng ating Pangulo ang mga proyekto na napatuloy na patuloy na isinasagawa ng ating pamahalaan tulad ng mga farm-to-market road, bridges, water supplies, health stations at iba pa. Yan. Ang kinilala rin ng ating Pangulo na ang Misamis Occidental ay dating conflict area ay ngayon peaceful na. Mula rito sa lungsod ng Tangub, ito si Sheriff Tim Har para sa Radyo Pilipinas.
Yun. Thank you so much mula po dyan sa Misamis Oriental sa Tangub. Sheriff Tim Har, congratulations po sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan sa Misamis for being insurgency-free. Alright mga ka-DOB, diretso na po tayo sa ating Friday edition ng programang Doctors on Board, September 27, the last weekend ng Setyembre. Ako po yung lingkod, Joe Fernandez. Makakasama niyo po sa isang na namang edisyon ng ating napakagandang talakayan tungkol sa kalusugan, sa ating healthcare, sa ating wellness. At ngayong tanghali pong ito ay nako, Kuya Rolly, no? especially po sa mga nakikinig sa atin at nanonood sa atin ng mga kalalakihan. Pag-uusapan po natin specifically ang urology of course, and syempre yung urologic oncologist. Ibig sabihin po ng urologic oncologist ay ito nga po mga cancer sa ating mga kalalakihan. Okay, so without further ado, i-welcome po natin ang ating panauhin sa ating episode ngayong umagang ito. Wala pong iba kundi ang ating kaibigan na si Dr. John Ivan Alonso. Doc Ivan, welcome po sa Doctors on Board sa Radyo Pilipinas. Live din po tayo sa PTV4. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Joe, and magandang hapon po sa mga viewers and listeners nyo.
Doc Ivan, nako, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Napakarami po nanonood sa atin ngayon at nakikinig via our radio and TV sets. Kasi nga po, Doc, no, alam niyo naman sa ating mga kalalakihan, medyo sensitive ito, medyo nahihiya ibang mga kalalakihan pag-usapan ito, pero dapat nating talakayin. Doc, para nga po sa kapakanan ng ating mga listeners, para mabigyan ng konteksto ang ating educational episode ngayong hapong ito, can you give us a backgrounder po tungkol saan nga po itong specialization ninyo na urological surgeon, pati po urologic oncologist? Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So, kami pong mga urologists, ang mga doktor na nagsispecialize po sa mga sakit sa daanan ng ihi, pati po sa mga sexual organ ng lalaki. Okay. So, ang mga madalas po namin mga pasyente is usually yung mga mayroong bato sa daanan ng ihi or kidney stones, mga mayroong infection sa daanan ng ihi, UTI, and mga pasyente na may prostate enlargement. Kasi kadalasan ng mga pasyente namin ay mga lalaki, edad 50 pataas, na nagkakaroon ng problema sa pag-ihi nila. Okay. Pero may mga pasyente rin po kami na nagkakaroon ng problema sa infertility, okay, or hirap sila mag-anak, or sa problema sa pag-perform sa kama, or meron silang erectile dysfunction. Okay.
Doc John Ivan, yun nga po, no, itong mga binanggit niyo mga karaniwan na nilalapit po sa inyo, ayon po ba sa inyong experience talaga namang based on our Filipino setting, ano po, no, and sa literature, ano po ba talaga yung pinaka-common na karaniwang sakit ng ating mga patients na dumudulog po sa inyong clinic?
Okay. So, karamihan po ng mga pasyente namin is yung mga pasyente na mayroong stone sa daanan ng ihi. At saka yung mga lalaking may problema sa prostate po.
And karaniwan po talaga yung nabanggit yung, kumbaga kung isa-segregate natin, Doc Ivan, no, yung mga, malapit na kasi ako sa 50. So 50 pataas po karaniwan, Doc Ivan. Yung factor po ba talaga yung age, Doc Ivan? Maiba lang ako ng konti. Talaga bang yung talaga ang kumbaga factor kapag lumalabas na yung mga ganitong sakit?
Actually kasi, by age 50, usually, yung prostate gland ng nating mga kalalakihan lumalaki. So, pag lumaki po ito, ang kadalasang nararamdaman ng pasyente is humihina po ang pag-ihi, nagiging paputol-putol ang pag-ihi, or minsan, pakiramdam nila, mayroong natitira after nila umihi. And minsan, umiiri sila pag umiihi sila. Eventually, pwede pong dumalas ang pag-ihi or dumalas ang pag-gising sa gabi para umihi. And nahihirapan sila magpigil ng ihi pag kinakailangan. So, yun po yung usual na mga complaints sa amin ng mga pasyente namin na maaring dulot po ng paglaki ng prostate nila.
Yung nga po napag-usapan natin before we were into this episode, Doc John Ivan, no? Yung una nga yung prostate enlargement, yun po ba yung directly effect nun, Doc, yung sa ihi mismo?
Yes po. Okay. Ang presentation po ng prostate enlargement, usually, nakaka-apekto pa talaga sa pag-ihi.
Yan. So, Doc, ang prostate, hindi siya yung ating testis, no? Iba yung prostate nasa loob po ito, no po?
Ang prostate po, nasa ilalim po siya ng urinary bladder or pantog natin. Ang purpose niya sa ating mga lalaki, siya po ang nagpo-produce ng 30% ng semen natin. So, iba po siya sa testis. Sa testis, doon po nanggagaling yung sperm cells natin. Yung mga cells na responsible sa pagkakaroon ng anak.
Yan. Doc, sabi mo nga nung tayo nagchat-chat pa lang sa Viber, ito yung mga pinaka-common, no? Yung prostate enlargement, yung urinary tract stones, genitourinary infections, erectile dysfunction, kasama na po yan, pati male infertility. Siguro, Doc, before we get into the meat, yung gusto ko talagang tumbukin yung cancer. Kaya ito nga pong erectile dysfunction saka male infertility, Doc, no? Kasi may mga kasamaan tayo na gumagawa na or nag-attempt ng mag-asawa ng gumawa ng baby. Ano, ito pong sa erectile tsaka sa una po yung erectile dysfunction, Doc. Ano, by definition, Doc Ivan, ano po ba yung erectile dysfunction?
Okay. So, ang erectile dysfunction po is the inability to sustain an erection that would allow you complete penetration or penetration during sexual activity. So, hindi po inaabot ng ari po yung rurok ng tigas, sapat po para makapasok dun sa ng babae. So, yun po ang definition ng erectile dysfunction.
Bakit, Doc Ivan, para sa maintindihan ng ating listeners at viewers, bakit po hindi, kumaga, tumitigas or yung erection nung ari ng lalaki?
Okay. Nagkakaroon po ng erection ang lalaki kapag po yung mga blood vessels sa ari nagdadilate. So, ang dugo po natin pumupunta doon sa ari mismo. Ngayon, kung meron pong problema doon sa mga blood vessels or ugat papunta sa ari, maaari po itong mag-lead sa erectile dysfunction. Right. And actually, kapag ang lalaki na may edad, merong erectile dysfunction, usually meron po itong kaakibat na cardiovascular disease. So yun po ang kailangan muna natin i-check para sa mga lalaki na nagpe-presenta with erectile dysfunction. Baka mayroon pong problema sa puso or sa ugat ho.
Nako. Okay, so yun talaga yung based on your data, based on our evidence, Doc Ivan, yung karaniwang dahilan ba't may erectile dysfunction. Susugan ko lang, Doc Ivan, itong erectile dysfunction, no, kasi napaka-interesting ito, especially po sa setting natin sa Pilipinas. Ito po yung, meron tayong question dito sa Facebook, Doc Ivan. Sabi, Doc Ivan, meron po bang gamot ang erectile dysfunction?
Meron naman po. Pero tulad po ng sinabi ko, depende po yan sa dahilan kung bakit po meron kayong erectile dysfunction. Yung problema po sa puso or ugat, usually yun po ang common na cause sa mga pasyente na may edad na ho. Sa mga pasyenteng medyo bata-bata pa po, bata konti, usually psychogenic po. Maaari pong nasa isipan po ang problema. Okay? Kasi syempre, before mag-attain ng erection, kailangan may stimulation. Pagka medyo anxious ang pasyente, maaari maka-apekto to dun sa kanyang erection.
Yan. So may pagka-mentally, kumbaga, may pagka-mental. Aside from the cardio part po ng factor ng dysfunction or ng inability to have an erection, siguro po yung isip mo, napakalaking factor din po pala, Doc Ivan, ng ating isip or yung stimulation na sinasabi mo. Tapos ito pa, Doc, follow-up question lang, Doc Ivan. Ako, pasensya ka, ang dami nating listeners ngayon and watchers sa Facebook. Sabi po dito sa ating question, nakaka-apekto po ba, Doc, yung pagkakaroon ng diabetes sa erectile dysfunction?
Yes po. Kasi po ang mga pasyente na may diabetes, maaari pong magka-problema rin sa mga ugat nila. Pwede pong rumurupok po yung mga ugat papunta sa ari, kaya maaari pong mag-lead din ito sa erectile dysfunction, lalo na sa mga diabetic na poorly controlled.
Ano po yun, Doc? Can you repeat that, please?
Mga poorly controlled diabetics po, yung mga diabetics na hindi po nakokontrol ng maayos yung blood sugar nila. So, rumurupok po ang ugat, pwede pong mag-lead sa erectile dysfunction.
Okay, so basically, Doc, no, parang naka-cover na natin yung pinaka-common talagang dahilan sa mga kalalakihan kung bakit nagkakaroon po sila ng erectile dysfunction. Ayan. So, mga ka-DOB, narinig nyo si Doc, from the horse's mouth himself, ha? Yan nga po. So, again, cardio, maaaring mga ugat or sa puso, tapos, of course, mentally, tapos yung isa naman po is, of course, diabetes, Doc Ivan. Okay. So, ito na nga, Doc Ivan, ako, ito na, in the interest of time, tumbukin na po natin yung pinaka-gusto ko pong maitanong sa inyo. Siyempre sa ating pong mga kalalakihan, last week po kasi we had an ovarian cancer specialist tsaka oncological OB-GYN oncologist din po. This time kayo naman po, Doc, sa atin pong setting sa Pilipinas naman po in your experience, ano po ba yung mga pinakakaraniwan na types of cancer sa atin naman pong mga kalalakihan?
Okay. So, sa Pilipinas po, actually sa buong mundo, ang pinaka-common na cancer na na-encounter namin mga urologists would be prostate cancer. So, bunod po dito ang urinary bladder cancer, pati kidney cancer. Tapos, may mga ilang kaso rin po ng testicular cancer, tsaka penile cancer kami na encounter sa practice namin.
Okay, so basically, yun nga po yung karaniwan natin naririnig, Doc Ivan. That's may mga myths and legends pa dyan, no, Doc Ivan, no, tungkol sa prostate cancer. Pero in your, let's be scientific about this. Ano po ba yung mga symptoms? And then, of course, paano po ba natin tinitreat or dinadiagnose yung pagkakaroon po ng isang prostate cancer?
Okay. So, with regards to prostate cancer, mostly kapag ang prostate cancer nasa early stages pa, maari po siyang maging asymptomatic or wala pong nararamdaman ng pasyente. Kaya ang pinaka-importante po dito is sa mga kalalakihan edad 50 pataas ay mas-screen po kayo for prostate cancer ng mga urologists na tulad po. Pagka medyo advanced na po ang prostate cancer, maari po siyang mag-mimic or mag-manifest with symptoms similar po sa prostate enlargement, yung mga minention ko kanina. Okay? Or pwede pong magkaroon ng bone pain ng pasyente or pwede po siyang magkaroon ng dugo sa ihi without the pain associated with urination. So, yun po yung mga usual na kailangan i-watch out ng mga pasyente. Pero ang bottom line po dyan, dapat talaga, kahit wala pa pong nararamdaman, since higher ang risk ng mga pasyente na edad 50 pataas na magkaroon ng prostate cancer is nagpapacheck sila on a regular basis.
Doc Ivan, I just want to get this out of the way. At linawin po natin once and for all itong karaniwang usapan sa barberya, karaniwang usapan po sa mga inuman. Doc, kaya po ba nagkakaroon ng prostate cancer? Kasi hindi po nagagamit yung ating organ. Tama po ba yan, Doc?
Hindi naman po. Ang mga risk factors lang po na established na pwedeng mag-cause po ng prostate cancer is elderly age, above the age of 60, kung meron po kayong family history or lahi ng cancer or prostate cancer sa pamilya, or breast cancer, ovarian cancer for that matter, and African American descent, kapag yung lahi po ng mga African Americans. Pero with regards to sexual activity, meron pong nakasaad po sa mga pag-aaral namin na if you are quite sexually active in your 20s, it may decrease the risk of developing prostate cancer when you grow older. Pero kung ngayon lang po kayo maghahabol, kung kailan may edad na po kayo, medyo malabo na po yan.
Siyempre, Doc, we're not promoting promiscuity dito sa ating programa. Pero just, of course, we're sticking to the science, we're sticking to the evidence. Now, of course, sabi nga nila, if you don't use it, you lose it. Of course, and this is siguro a side effect lang siguro, Doc, no? Hindi siya directly yung resulta ng pagkakaroon ng sexual activity. Alright, so Doc, ito naman, aside po sa prostate cancer, ano po ba yung second or third natin na cancer na karaniwan yung tinitreat po dito sa ating setting?
Urinary bladder cancer po, pati kidney cancer.
Yan. So, ito, Doc, alam niyo, yung cancer talaga very mysterious para sa atin, hindi lang po sa mga doktor siguro, pati po sa ating mga pangkaraniwang tao. Ano po ba talaga? Ano mong cause po ba nito, Doc? Hereditary ba to? Stress ba to? Puyat ba to? Pagkain ba to? Especially po yung sa atin po sa context ng mga kalalakihan po na prostate at testicular cancer po.
Okay. So, yung risk factors ng pag-develop ng prostate cancer na mention ko na po kanina. With regards to urinary bladder cancer, ang pinaka-common na risk factor for that actually is smoking. Kapag malakas manigarilyo, it will increase your risk of developing urinary bladder.
Serving the Republic of the Philippines for more than 75 years. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Radyo Tempo.
Ginaatubang nga problema, ara kita tanan nga nagabuligay. Ano man ang
Tiempo. Balita kag impormasyon.
News and information.
Musika kag kalingawan.
Music